In this video, I want to find out the length of a linked list, and by length, I mean the total number of nodes in a linked list. So before I get into doing that, let me quickly explain what a linked list is. So linked list is a kind of data structure that looks something like this, in which for every node there are two fields, one of which stores the data and the other stores the address or the pointer to the next node. So a linked list looks something like this, and the end node will have null into its the address. I mean uh, the field which stores the address to next node, because there is no node after it. The idea here is to initialize a counter with 0 and traverse around this entire linked list. And for every node, we will increment the counter by 1. And by the end of traversal, we will return the counter. And that counter will represent the total number of nodes inside the linked list. So this is this is how the function will look like. We will initialize the counter with 0, and then we will traverse the entire linked list, and for every node we will increment the counter by 1, and by the end of the traversal we will return the counter, and that counter will be the total number of nodes inside a linked list. So let me explain this code before I get into executing it. So what I have done over here is we have created a node. This is a typical node of the linked list. One will store the data and other one will store the pointer to the next node. And this is a function which I have used to insert new node in the linked list in the in the end of the um, linked list. So what I have done over here is I have passed the pointer to the head of the linked list, and it creates a new node inside the memory, and then it initializes the data field of the linked list with the data which we have passed inside the argument, and then it sets the next pointer to the null, because this node is going to be inserted in the end of the linked list. So to retain the address of the head, we are taking a temporary um, pointer of node type, and here we are traversing till the end of the linked list. So when we reach or when we hit the end of the linked list, the next will be null, and there we will add the new node, and we will just set the pointer of the last node to the new node. And then what we will do is we will return the head, the head which we got into argument. So we will keep everything intact as it is. And here I have created a head, and I have just inserted 1. That will be the first value for the first node of the linked list, and then I have added some more values. And then what I have done is I have called the function to to calculate the total number of nodes inside the linked list. So I will quickly execute this program and we will see how it works. Okay, that looks good. So here we are, and we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the linked list. So in total we have 4 elements in the linked list. Let me add one more element. So we have now 5 elements in the linked list. So when I run, it should return 5 as the total number of nodes inside the linked list. Okay, so I am running it. Okay, that is compiled and it returned the total number of nodes is 5 as expected. So that was it.